A KSLSports.com presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Presented by University Federal Credit Union.
Hey, good evening and welcome to Week 6 of Game Night Live. I'm Sam Farnsworth. Now tonight we begin to separate the wheat from the chaff, right? Which teams are emerging as the real contenders for state titles? And it all begins with our Game Night Live Game of the Week. Number 2 American Fork on the road against number 3 Skyridge. Both with 5-0 records, both have been dominant this season. Skyridge scores first in this one. It's Jeter Fenton from 7 yards out over the goal line. 2 minutes later, Skyridge right back in the end zone. McKay Hillstead to Mitch Adamson, 28 yards for the 14-0 lead after one. Second quarter, this time the Skyhawks do it on defense. Stone Mulitalo with a play of the day. Defensive lineman with the pick six, 20-3 the lead. Skyridge led 27-3 before American Fork finally found the end zone. Maddox Madsen to Sam Hafen. Caveman down 27-9 at the half. Fourth quarter, Skyridge puts it away. Jeter Fenton from 30 yards away. And a surprising blowout. Skyridge wins 41-9.
We know American Fork scores a lot of points on these past couple teams, so I think everyone just locked in this game and did their job, and it was fine.
Sure was. What a performance by Skyridge. Jeremiah Jensen and Stevenson Sylvester were on the call tonight in Lehigh. Let's send it to them for more.
Sam, this was a monster matchup. Number 2 versus number 3. We expected fireworks. We expected big scores. We got 41 by Skyridge, but we got 9 from American Fork. I'm stunned. You're stunned. How did it happen, Sly?
Defense.
There you
it's
go.
What everybody loves. It's what wins championship. Defense. Yes, that's exactly what I love. But this Skyridge defense was amazing tonight because even though they got up early with 14-0, the American Fork offense had the opportunity to come back and score quick. So this Skyridge defense dug deep, 3 interceptions and a touchdown on defense. So this Skyridge defense came up to play and were just tremendous all game.
That defense was the key. We said before the game on the broadcast, 2 or 3 stops would get it done. Skyridge did a lot more than that. They win this game 41-9. We'll see them next week again against Pleasant Grove in our Game Night Live Game of the Week. And Sam, we're going to send it back to you, and we're going to continue to have our debate about what team has the best shot at Corner Canyon, Lone Peak or Skyridge.
All right, well, speaking of PG, another top 5 matchup taking place on the other side of the point of the mountain. It is Pleasant Grove at Corner Canyon. On the opening drive, Corner Canyon's Jackson Dart to Noah Kerr to get into the red zone. Then Dart punches it in on the next play. Second quarter, PG answers. Sam Levitt to Brooks Winterton. Pulls it in. Then Levitt's going to find Darius Clemens. Rolling right, firing, touchdown. Corner Canyon would add 2 more scores before the half, though. First, Dart to Cody Hagan, and then Dart to Kerr for a 40-yard score. Easy win for Corner Canyon, 38-7. Well, how about number 4, Lone Peak? They opened Region 4 play against Westlake. The Knights with a big play on a big play offense tonight. Luke Romney to Weston Covey. Covey sheds a tackle, does the rest. 86 yards for the touchdown, 14-0 lead. Next possession, Romney to John Henry Daly. We'll speed it up again because this one is a 97-yard score for a 20-0 lead. Jonah Hamuli threw a touchdown to Covey as well, and Lone Peak wins 33-7. Skyline at Murray. The Spartans get after the Eagles early here. CJ Padilla with the interception. And that's going to set up this. Kyler Nielsen to Barrett Schaefer. 7-0 Murray. Is there an upset in the making? No. Skyline gets rolling. Braxton Bolingbroke to Isaac Visser. Ties it up at 7. Second quarter, Bolingbroke to Tyler Limpert. Look at this grab. Nice. They put up 35 points in the second quarter alone. They win big time tonight. Winners of 2 straight, the Bingham Miners are hosting Harriman tonight. Did no one tell Harriman about Isaiah Glasker? This kid is amazing. Takes this Troy Maine pass, 61 yards for the 7-0 lead. The Bingham defense didn't give Harriman many chances either. Zayden Wright gets the interception. That would lead to a 6-yard keeper by Maine for a 2-touchdown lead. Make it 3 wins in a row for Bingham, 44-10 tonight. All right, there are 2 other unbeaten teams in 6A climbing up the Game Night Live power rankings. Davis and Roy, both in the top 10, both going head-to-head tonight. Those highlights and more next. Hey, welcome back to Game Night Live. We all saw those Region 4 highlights early in the show. What about Region 1 in Class 6A? 3 undefeated teams are at the top of that region, and tonight 2 of them went head-to-head. Number 9, Roy, at number 6, Davis, both 5-0. It was big play after big play in this one. First quarter, Roy's Parker Kingston. He keeps it and cruises 72 yards to take a 7-6 lead. In the second quarter, check out this play fake by Chance Trujillo. Everyone bites on it. And then he launches it downfield to David Spew in stride. 66 yards for the touchdown. Davis had a 26-20 lead at the half. Now remember that long Kingston run in the first? He did it again in the third. 71-yard touchdown again. This one ties the game at 33. Davis QB Chance Trujillo also had some big runs. 63 yards here after he cuts back the other way for a 40-33 lead. That was his second touchdown run of 60+. Roy would actually score with 15 seconds left, and they get the 2-point conversion to get a crazy win, 48-47. All right, Weber at Layton in the second quarter. Rocky Wall, look at this. Crazy snap. He catches it and takes it to the house. 17-0 Lancers. What a wild play. Weber does get on the board eventually. This 44-yard bomb from Jake Lindsey to Jet Child. They're down 24-7, though. And Layton just has too many weapons. At least they did tonight. Garrett Guilford to Carter Mayfield, and Layton wins 34-15. Brighton heading south to Utah County, visiting Springville in the second quarter, tied at 14. Right after a Red Devils touchdown, Colin Edwards just bursts through the defense, and he is gone. 90 yards for the score, and Brighton's got a 21-14 lead. On the next Bengals possession, Gabe Curtis on the keeper. And look at him go. He's off to the races as well. 64 yards to the house for a 28-14 lead. Brighton is now 6-0 heading into next week's game against Skyline. Region 8, Maple Mountain visiting Wasatch. First quarter, Wasps get things going. Adarius Edwards heaves one up for grabs. Jaron Kalama's there. And how about that, a 35-yard touchdown. Both teams trading scores early. In the second quarter, Maple Mountain's Tyler Nelson to Cole McAllister. This seemed to be setting up for a shootout, but that's when Wasatch would rattle off 28 straight points, extending all the way into the third quarter. Wasatch wins it 49-20. Alta and Mountain Ridge repping Region 7 tonight. Mountain Ridge led this game 13-6 early in the third, but Alta goes on a rampage. DeAndre Randolph, this kid's so good. Takes it from Ethan Jackson, and the game's tied at 13. Alta's defense would get another stop. Very next possession, Colton Lingham. He's gone. The big boy rumbles. Alta scores 34 unanswered. The Hawks beat the Sentinels 41-20. Morgan at Summit Academy. The Trojans having their way with the Bears in this one. The reverse to Trey Hill to Levi Millward. There's the throw, and Morgan rolls. Summit Academy 56-10. Park City visiting Stansbury tonight. The Miners are down 14-12 when Park City's Kirby Baines runs it in from 12 yards out. They would get a 2-touchdown lead. Later on, Park City wins it 33-28. All right, how about Beaver leveling up tonight, taking their fourth 3A opponent of the year with a 14-0 lead against Grantsville. Grantsville cracks back with an 85-yard kick return to cut the lead in half. After that, it was all Beaver, and they get the win 42-20. We'll be right back. Okay, so Corner Canyon, Sky Ridge, Lone Peak, they're all undefeated still. More Game Night Live tomorrow after the Stanley Cup Finals.